Good morning all. Yes, sir. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let's get it. See what we got going on for today. Morning. Make sure all systems go. Everything looks good. Let's have a look at what's happening on a Friday here in the Reddit space. We need to see, man. Some great discussions here, man. Literally. Oh, good morning. I blew my live account. Can we all take a minute for this guy? So let's see what he's doing. So as the title says, I blew my trading account. Really? Wow. Very good. I grew this account from $120 to $7,500 in 1 month trading gold. And now that $7,500 is undeniably gone. I think growing it from 120 to 75, there was something going wrong there. Anyways, I'm not bothered to read it because venting about inside trading and market manipulation. Bro thinks he can make a difference to this, bro. Question. Let's see what these guys are commenting. I'm a complete beginner, no strategies, no comments. I want to learn properly, not get rich. My goal is to build a skill that could eventually lead to consistent monthly returns. He wants advice on best resources, legit educators, best market for beginners, most realistic trading style. Bro, Reiner Tio as a first person is way, it's not gonna lead you anywhere. Like, people just don't know, man. One of you guys who has Reddit need to go and write Tradesharpe in here. Help a man out. Help a man out, promote me, do something good, because this guy's telling him look up divergence patterns. You know? Like, no one's giving good advice. Okay, now we're getting some names. Start by focusing on market structure, risk management, execution. But what does market structure have to do with execution, though? You know, this is the problem. I used to do that, but they called you a guru because you have exclusives. Yeah, but that's fine, right? Because they don't know. I don't sell a course. That's the difference. They talk about course sellers. Like, this is the problem, right? You have to realize half of the internet are just idiots, because this guy is saying, I need people to help mentor me, and then you have people in the comments, right? You have people in the comments who, if you post a guy who has a mentorship, he's gonna be, oh, this guy's a, guru because he has a mentorship. It's like, but this guy, people need it, right? If you're legit, then how are you supposed to learn, right? That means, like, I mean, there has to be some balance, right? There has to be balance. Of course, for the majority, it's a problem. Why do 90% of retail traders fail? Well, actually, 90% of retail traders fail because they quit before they succeed, actually. That's why the percentage is high. I tried explaining to them, but they won't get it. Tried helping them, but it's not for them. I just don't understand them. Well, then ignore them, right? Ignore. Alright, the rest is pretty boring, actually. So I'm gonna leave this and check the calendar. Today's quite heavy news day, but it's not major news. It's all PPI. We have retail sales for GBP. We had Bank of Japan monetary policy this morning. Actually, it's tentative. It should be this morning, man. Yeah, it came out already, yeah. So keeping that the same. Euro, we have some PMIs at 12:30. But yeah, PMIs can, give a little bit of impact. But again, the PMIs are not like a massive thing. So let me explain to you how PMI, it's just a measure of that sector, okay? So how it basically works is if PMI neutral level is called 50, right? That's neutral level. So if we're at 50, that means that sector is stable. If we're above 50, means that that sector is growing. If we are below 50, it means that sector is contracting. So if we look here for Euro example, we can see the manufacturing sector 47.8. It's a sector that is contracting, but services in Germany are expanding with a 52.6. If we go and see the USD side of things, we have both servicing and manufacturing expanding. Okay, so that's what it basically means. It's very simple to know the news. Obviously, if a number comes back worse than expected, it's bad for the economy, puts threats. So if we see services PMI or we see manufacturing PMI come in worse, it's going to put pressure on stock market, of course, right? Because stock market is mostly manufacturing and services. So stock market's going to crash. And you could see a spike in gold as people move to safe haven if that happens. But they're expecting pretty similar numbers. So I'm not really too worried about, you know, something full random coming in. So if we look at what price is doing here, yesterday, instead of an Asian rally, we actually had a late New York rally here. Picked up by this close back inside the range here, around 5:30. Quite difficult. Full 5-minute bullish candles here, just closed back inside the range. And then we started to make our way towards the upside. And that rally just continued there non-stop. So we rallied for a good, I think, what was that, like 700 pips there from this high maybe? Actually, no, 1,100 pips. Wow. I mean, gold, if you catch a direction here and you get one of these moves and you don't get stuck in this, it's paying a lot. It's paying a lot. Right now, we're in a consolidation. And we've been in a consolidation since Asian, actually. So since Asian, we've been consolidating. We need to look to get out of this consolidation. 4 hours not created any resistances. What we are getting weaker candles showing us, obviously. It makes sense we're getting weaker candles because we've been consolidating. So really in a consolidation, since we're so bullish on higher time frames, I would like to buy from the lows in this consolidation. Sending the highs in London. Let's see, because this looks very low volume at the moment. 1 minute is basically dead at the moment. We have no volume right now. But buying from the lows here is quite nice. Give us range to buy back towards the upside. And if we dump like yesterday, where we see, it looks very similar to yesterday, right? We come, consolidation, then we have these liquidity grabs. And I want to treat the liquidity grabs a little bit the same, you know? So we'll see. We'll see how that forms. And then we will also have a look at, what else will we have a look at here? At DAX. So DAX here is well stuck in yesterday's consolidation. So DAX is actually extremely messy right now where it is. Daily time frame closed bearish though. 4 hour time frame closing bullish, but in this messy zone here. Bring this up here. Let's bring this down here. And what are we playing with right now? So we have this range here. We're in the middle of the range. Worst place to be right now. To play the highs of the range back up here. Tight. It's possible. Not the best though to take a buy from here. Buying from the bottom of the range. Not a bad idea. Especially from 4 hour support. Can definitely work. Selling back down from the middle of the range. Selling back down from the middle of the range. Really tough actually. Yeah, we rather sell from the top of the range here once we get back up here. But yeah, this is quite messy. We don't want to lose money in here. If we're looking at NASDAQ here as well. NASDAQ consolidating, but more towards the top of the range. This is actually a zone I would like to break out yesterday. London was very good breakout in London yesterday. So we could get a repeat of London. We could get another breakout. So daily time frame is continuing to close bullish from yesterday. 4 hour time frame is closing bullish. We do have a 4 hour resistance where our resistance was. So we'll, instead of 15, we'll put it 4 hour resistance. Yeah, buys make sense above that. Or we can buy to it, right? That's another thing we can do. This daily support, I don't really think I need this one. Yeah, bye-bye. We can buy towards it. So how will we buy towards it? Possibly even as soon as this 15. If not, we're going to take a bit of a dip. Gonna come down towards 25,556 maybe. Even if we're a bit more bullish, we'll only retest about 7.4. And we can look for buys back up towards the top of the range. You know, especially with the change of structure above here, that's definitely what I would look for. So retest here, close back above here possibly, and then look to continue that towards the upside. And see if we can get the breakout. Because if I can hold this with the breakout here, could be quite nice. Now, Friday doesn't have to break out here. We could just pull back during London, very possible. Compared to yesterday, did really want to break out. This was London move here yesterday. So you saw yesterday, full push, New York retrace, and then boom, continuation. So it is a different standpoint because yesterday we were coming from a pullback to continuation. Now we're coming from continuation, but we're doing a small pullback. Like an ideal pullback will actually come down to that 552 because then we can trade pullback to continuation. See what time this happened. 11:30. About 30 minutes from now we got volume yesterday. So let's see how this ends up forming. And then we'll take it from there. So that's pretty much the plans, man. That's pretty much the plans. Not very complex. Let's see if gold picks up some volume here, or Nasdaq wants to pick up and start to break out the range, or are we going to be range bound today? So we're going to see how that is, and take it from there. So appreciate you guys showing up for the analysis. Do the YouTube business. Leave a like on the stream. You know the drill. 22 likes. Let's get the likes up to 100. And yeah, let's see what ends up happening for today. Let's go. Gold reaching 5k would be epic. Yeah, man, it's not far off, huh? 300 pips. It can do it pretty easily, man. I do think we will see a 5k. You know, it makes sense, right?
Not only will we reach it, I mean, it's been pushing for like what, whatever. I think after we reach it, like you see how now it's used to move 100 pips, and we were like, oh my god, 100 pips, oh no, and now it's moving 1,000 pips. So my thinking, after it breaks 5, it's gonna start moving like 300-400 pips a day, possibly maybe, and
Yeah,
then
but
we'll reach like 6.
we have already pushed a lot, huh? So at some point we will have to retrace. At some point we will have to retrace.
Absolutely, you know? Has to, yeah.
So if we look at major rallies before retrace, we can start to build an average here, right? So we can take this move here. This was followed by a big consolidation. Break of this consolidation before we had a retrace was about 12,000 pips, right? Next, then after that break, we pushed about another 11,000 pips. So we're getting an average here. This break here, we pushed 10,000 pips. See, 10 to 12,000 pips we're looking like here.
So we do. You're saying we do.
1,300. Sorry, 1,300. My bad. 1,300 here. 1,900 here. 3,000. So the harder it push. So right now, since our last pullback, we're at that 3,000, right? And the last time we pushed 3,000 from a breakout, check this out. This is very interesting. The last time we pushed 3,000, that's where we had a big pullback. So I really feel like 5k, we could at least consolidate, maybe push above it. But we are definitely on the upper level, huh? We're on the upper level, but there's nothing... You know, this was fueled by a lot of tensions and geopolitical things that have kind of resolved. So for me, it's a little bit sketchy, you know. I would expect soon some pullbacks.
Harry, what do you think after it, if it does do the pullback like you're predicting, which it should theoretically, to buy it long term after that, like invest into it?
I mean, I don't think long term right now it's a good thing to buy, but if you're trying to swing trade, yeah, but to long-term buys right now, waste of time because very late, huh? Very, very, very late. This is a long-term buy after pullbacks like this. October is a long-time buy zone. You see a heavy pullback, consolidation, you get involved in the consolidation, then you head up. Same thing here, another buy opportunity you had in November of 2025 here. These type of pullbacks, you know. And realistically, you should be operating them on higher time frames here. So I really like to do it on stuff like these here, 24 November. If you notice, November is a pretty consistent month. Again, October, November. Again, November 25 was a great buy opportunity. That's interesting. Last 2 years, your best buy opportunities have been in November. So maybe we see this rally for the rest of the year, and then in November that's our next chance, right? Because what happened after November in 2024 is we rallied for basically the whole year, and then for the summer we consolidated. So I'd expect maybe us to have a bit of up and downside for the next maybe 2 months, March maybe, and then we form a summer range on gold. I do think we will be seeing a summer range this year on gold, unless of course geopolitical things happen. Trump is a joker card here, so you never know with Trump, you know.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Do you expect gold to sell at 5,000 like a sentiment sell? There will be retail that sells at that, but market makers won't make it that easy. They will either do it on the way to 5,000 or slightly above 5,000. They will layer, right? People think like, oh, we're going to tap 5,000 and do a major dump. Let me show you what happened when we tapped 4,000 for the first time, right? Because that's very similar, right? Look what happened when we tapped 4,000 for the same time. This was the first time we tapped 4,000. Look what happened. That's it. Literally, we front ran it and we dumped, 40 pips. That's what happened. 40 pip dump. So we didn't reach it fully and we dumped 40 pips. Like, come on. What are you going to do with 40 pips? Not really a big deal, in my opinion, 40 pips. So people expect this to be some massive thing. It's not really. You might even get FOMO buys above 5k, as orders start to pile in, because people are like, shit, we're above 5k. I can catch a bit of a long squeeze here. Or short squeeze, actually. Yeah, that's what you're going to see. You're probably more than likely to see a short squeeze. You guys know what a short squeeze is? That's what you're most likely going to see, a short squeeze.
What's
So
a short squeeze?
Short squeeze is basically what most of people at 5,000 are going to put sell orders here. So those sell orders, the market likes to sometimes squeeze them out the market. So if you look at sentiment, there's probably going to be more people, we can check, more people shorting gold than longing gold right now. Let's see if we can get a rough sentiment. It's not the most accurate sentiment, but it will give us something to look at, right? So we go look at gold. Let's go see what the sentiment has been on gold. See where's XAU USD. I'm interested to see. As we get higher, I'll expect more people to open sells. But right now we are, look at this. We're short 51%. Right? So we actually have more short positions than long positions. So as we get higher, that short ratio will increase. We will see more shorts enter the market. And the big guys, the guys who actually are trading properly, they're going to use those shorts as exit liquidity, right? They're going to get out of their long positions. So we will see shorts increase, but what it normally does is squeeze them out the market, right? Put pressure on them. Doesn't give them an easy trade. Gamma squeeze can happen too from gold options for the ETF. Yes, that's the problem. It's all different markets. But, I mean, if you have a whole squeeze, options squeeze, we have futures squeeze, everything. That's how it is. Always go against the crowd in gold? No, go with the crowd. That's what the people like. The crowd is what chart is telling you. Chart has been pointed up. All the guys shorting are idiots. Like, just go with this crowd. This is the crowd, because the crowd is buying gold. That's why it's going up. If the crowd wasn't buying gold, we would be going down. So follow that crowd. Look for buys.
Harry, can we please elaborate a little bit more on the short squeeze? So, for example, people at 5,000, let's just use a scenario. They'll be putting in short orders. So, in order to squeeze them out, we have to take out the stop losses by going up with the price.
Yeah,
Is that?
it will push past, yeah.
And then by doing that, it will actually give it more liquidity to go up even more, I suppose.
Then they can probably use that squeeze to sell their orders, but they had to squeeze past prices that, you know, they have to make them sweat, you know.
Okay, thank you.
And it's not always their stop losses they're trying to target. It's just to squeeze them out the market. And it's not only retail traders they do this to. Retail traders make up a small percentage of the market. It used to be much smaller in the past. I do believe it is growing, especially the futures market and stuff like that. Problem is, in CFD market, you have to realize most of your orders never even reach the market. And if you check, there is more amount of traders trading probably on prop firm accounts these days than there are on personal accounts. And we know for a fact prop firm accounts never reach market. 100%. Even if they tell you that they're moving you to a live account, it's not even going to market whatsoever. It's just a fancy terminology to allow them to put a new rule set on you.
What do you mean it never reaches the market?
It's all demo, no?
So you're just trading on their internal thing, and then I see.
Yeah. It's of course they can't. What, you think they're actually going to give someone 50k to trade with? I mean, where are they going to get all this money from? But it's the game we play, right? And it's a fun game to play because you still get paid at the end of the day. So it's still a win-win. It's their business model, and if you know what you're doing, you can capitalize off it. Even FTMO, you know, they have this trading program, I don't know what. I think in the US it has to hit live market when you're live, because CME got really mad and wanted the trading fees. They probably pay them. I doubt there's a full thing. That's why when you're live, they don't really give you a balance. They give you like a, so it's like it's a between the lines, you know. They're not giving you that money, that's for sure. They just don't have it. It's like, it's not possible, because that money that they would give you would be company profits. So that means they can't pay anything to themselves. Because imagine you had like 100 traders live and you're giving them only 50k accounts each, right? That's already, you know, 50 million gone, huh? Keep that in mind. That's 50 million gone. That's only 100. So personally, the orders may go to live market, but they're giving you maybe 2,500 to trade. Whatever your drawdown limit is, that's what they're giving you, with some cooked leverage. Did you put yesterday's trade in the journal? Yeah, I just didn't put it on the YouTube tally, but it's in the sheet. All right. The house wins prop firms, casinos. It's a game of law of large numbers. It's actually not true, man. We have milked personally prop firms. I've seen success in prop firms. Others have seen success in prop firms. I have people who are taking out above 20k payouts from prop firms as a first payout. I have people taking 5-figure payouts. I have people taking 1k payouts. I have people taking, how much yesterday? $700 payout. So no, you can definitely use them to your advantage, but you need to know what you're doing, huh? It is, for the majority, it will make you fail, but there's really, if you are disciplined, you follow a plan, you have a strategy, by all means, I think prop firms are a good tool. Are they sustainable for the next 10 years? I don't think so. I think something will have to change for sure. but you're not going to lose your skill, right? So your goal is to make sure you're doing the right things, getting the right education to make sure you can make money off these prop firms now. Because even by next year, they can have some new regulation come through, and then prop firms won't be, then you won't be able to use it, you know? And that can happen. But again, like I said, you won't lose your skill. There'll always be some sort of method to gain capital. They might just make it harder or whatever. So you have to exploit it now, guys. You have to exploit it now. Don't waste time. Massive opportunity, to be honest. Yes, but not all countries will implement regulation, just like with brokers, so not much will change. It will, because look at MT5 in America, look at brokers in America, like they can't sign up to CFD brokers, you know? So it will have to make a change. There will be a solution to the problem, but it might not be what we have right now, right? That's why futures became popular, guys. CFDs used to run the market. Everyone used to trade CFDs. No one really spoke much about futures. Now, everyone speaks about futures. Everyone speaks about futures. Right? Especially for people taking big withdrawals, you need to do that in some sort of a legit way. You can't always take your big withdrawals without, if you want to be a taxpayer, if you want to do it legitly and stuff like that. What do you think the reason for Awanda sale to FTMO to open to US market? So now FTMO is open in US market. I wonder how they're doing actually with futures. With futures, I wonder how they're doing. You know, if they're still running business like they used to. I'm actually interested, but obviously we can't find these numbers. Nasdaq flying. I can put $1,000. It's not flying. Let's have a look. There you go. It's not flying. Still in the same range. Possible trade, so much news. Yeah, you just have to navigate around the news. All the news is just PMIs. My man's on a 5-second chart. Yeah, on a lower chart, I do agree. It would be flying, right? Yeah, gold is very rangy here. Small ranges as well. I would love to take a buy from the bottom of the range on gold. That would be perfect instead of this top half of the range. That's where I'd like to be involved. Use 1 minute for direction, 10 seconds for structure, and 1 second for entries. Next level, bro. You are next level, bro. Tick chart for management? No, we need something quicker than a tick chart. Stop crying here. President United States. He's showing up to stream a lot here now. This is the new ICT of 2026, hopes and dreams model. How about hopes and dreams? That's a little bit better than hopes and dreams because, you know, we don't want to hope. Hopes and dreams model. HDM. Hoe indicator? I have the hoe indicator, man. You have to make it. So this is the anti-hoe indicator. This is it. Send the lobsters. Yes, exactly.
Is that an alien abducting a lobster?
No, now it's the lobsters coming out the alien ship to be the savior of everyone.
Nice, nice.
Took this pullback on EU, was sweaty, but held 30 minutes was nice. Let's have a look, man. It's just loading. There we go. Close below. Did the top wick come first or you had to hold through that? It makes sense, the close below. LTA there, target the next 30. Came first? Yeah, then it's nice, man. Lobster invasion, yes. Come on! Send us lobsters. You guys keep telling me to watch gold. Guys, what is gold doing? Hello. It is stuck in the range. Relax. We are stuck. I don't know if you're watching the 30-second chart and getting excited, but don't lose money on a Friday because you're anticipating gold to do something crazy. Wait till it moves. Then we can do it. Or we can try catch it before it moves, which is nice if we get a chance today. But that's not going to happen in the middle of the range. I rather that happen from the bottom of the range. If you're planning to sell gold today inside the range, you can do that. I just want to be a bit careful myself. With the big drop of Intel today, INC, we should have a change of character now. Do you think it'll be good for a swing trade short? No, not just one company yet. And look at NASDAQ right now. It's not reacting anything from that, right? NASDAQ technology stock we're holding. Send me $100. Here's my crypto address. What are you, a beggar? That's what type of man you are. You have to beg. You don't have any self-value. You can come onto a internet. You have an internet connection. You can hop onto a stream and you have to beg. This is the respect you give to yourself. This is the respect you have to others around you. This is your worthiness that you have to beg for $100. What are you? Come on, man. Wake up. NQ short, there is suck my tits in 15 minutes. Yo, man, can you relax here? We're talking about charting here, man. I don't know what you're writing in chat. SMT. Need to be careful, man. Maybe kids watching. We don't know, man. We don't know. You know, could be kids. Could be people at work. We have to be respectful. Man coming here telling me SMT. Check out GJ, man. Some heavy volume here, huh? Flying towards all-time high. Lucky not trading, otherwise be super frustrated with no entry here. Literally no bottom wick flying. Fuck, Dax. Man's always salty with the charts, man. Yeah, a little bit of a setup 3, huh? I mean, if this 5 closes, I mean, you could technically take the setup 3, but it's at support. I mean, but if you're trading the range here, I'd say it's crazy, not too crazy. Remember last year that trade you explained for me on BTC and still holding, and swap has taken 40%? Bro, you need to obviously hold a no swap. I'm in profit, but looks like it's a loss. I don't know what you've experienced that. Yeah, in all positions I've taken, I trade on non-swap, right? Obviously swap is gonna be a problem. So yeah, definitely that has to account, man. If you're losing 40% of profits for swaps, no point holding it. You need to trade on like a on a crypto exchange or something, right? Not take it as a Forex position. Or trade spot, you know? At least it's in profit, man. Imagine you had to lose that plus, you know, everything else would be a big headache, huh? At least the position we discussed in profit. If it was in loss, you'd be crying even more. Which red folder news affects DAX? Anything to do with Euro can affect DAX. USD can affect DAX as well. See, with DAX here, no close below yet. I wonder if we could sell this range here. Maybe possible. What do you think about NQ now with your strategy? I think NQ now is still in the range here. So if we can hold support down here, I'll look for buys back up towards the top of the range. If not, then I'll let it clear the range and catch a volume push above the 4 hour. you know. Cheers, guys. See you all in NY. Take care. Cheers, man. Are you waiting for gold to get out the range? Yeah, it's a very messy range, man. My comments hidden. What happened? I don't know. So you see here longs, not shorts. Yeah, if we're holding this level here, I don't think we're going down for sure. If we start to lose this level, possibly, you know, below this 5, we could start to go down. Otherwise, I mean, if you're trading in the range, it's a different story. But I'm looking for a bigger move than just the range. I mean, gold is just dead at the moment, huh? Look at 1 minute, man. Just absolutely sleeping, man. Just full ranging. So I don't know why people are so excited about gold when it looks like this. If you scan this barcode, it will take you to destination fuck. You know? Did you take a trade in NY yesterday? Yep, I posted it in the Telegram. I even gave a little bit of a tip of what I like to do and why. So I posted it yesterday in the Telegram. Have a look. Make this bigger so you guys can see. So this was the before plan to take this as a buy. To make this bigger. Above. And then this is the after. Took it on futures though. On futures it was a lot cleaner. Gave some tips there as well. So, and I also posted it. I posted it in the Discord as well. In Harry's Trades. But some more tips on Telegram. So if you want to join the Telegram, pull up. It's free. You can have a look in there. There you go. Nice, man. Nice. Here's your certificate. He doesn't want to be doxxed. Let's try dox him. Let's see. First letter is G. Second letter is... No. Nice, nice. Do you trade live every day with the exclusive group? Yes, we are. We have lives going on in the exclusive group every day. And why? Did you go live today for NY session? Is today? Yeah, today is still yesterday for you, right? What time zone you in? Antonio Bartolucci? No, this is a different Antonio.
Harry, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Since we're looking at gold and got nothing to do really, right in the middle of that range, like smack in the middle, there's a 1 hour resistance. And my thinking is maybe it's bounced off of it quite nicely. Like even without the line on the chart, you can see where the line's supposed to be, and it's right there. It's been bouncing off of it like, I don't know, 15 times already. See where it is? Right there. So I'm thinking it's gonna bounce off of it again. Maybe we can, within that range, wait for it to
Man, it's
bounce
a
off
mess,
of it.
man. This is how your brain plays with you. If you came to the charts not trading today and you saw this, would you say there's a trade?
No, I'd say
Yeah, so don't go and take something and then the time you take it, it fails. Like, you don't have to be the guy who's trying to trade a 1 minute here just to get something, you know? Don't be desperate, you know?
So just wait for better setup. Not don't
Yeah,
try
it's
to make
much
something
better
up that's not there, right?
Exactly, you know?
Okay.
Because you take something like this and then it's the one that breaks through, you're going to be super annoyed. And if we stay in the range all day today, you're not going to be able to find another setup. So then you're just going to lose in the range and then not have a setup potentially. Do you know?
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. How many trades you take a day on average? Probably one trade a day on average. How long you been trading? I've been trading for 6 years. Banger of open trade yesterday. Beautiful bottom wick. Yes, sir. It was nice. Where was Joe? Joe missed it. Sleeping. Up. We're trying to close below here now on the 5 again. 23 seconds. Potential to close below. 1 minute has great structure. I might be interested in this close below here. Nice liquidity grab we have. 11 points. 11 points TP. Oh, man. What do you mean just shits the bed like that? I think we still have enough range. Let's have a look. 15 points for 14.8. We could get to break even. See if the top wick forms here. We need a good top wick after that dump. So let's see how the top wick forms. Yeah, it's a good top wick. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot breaking the low. Break even around these spots here. Try play the range. See how it goes. My back today? What happened to your back? If this closes bullish in 3 minutes, though, I'm gonna delete it. I don't like it. I'm happy with this 1 minute structure right now. Retest this 1 minute range, which is why I was happy to enter this originally. After it made that top wick. Right, should be in that now. Would assume it triggered me on broker. Yes, it has. Why is it stuck? This is scary. I'm scared. We're not going anywhere. What's happening? Bro, what is this price action, bro? This is not how it looked 10 seconds ago. Bro, it's just like fully lagged. It's like the volume is like, wow. What is happening? This is interesting. Well, now we're getting some sort of volume, but I don't know. It's really weird. But anyways. $50-minute close this. Man, that's just... It's just like it can't make up its mind. It's very, very interesting price action. Like it tries and then it can't make up its mind. Yeah, that's just shitty, man. Look at that. Now rejects. Super weird. 15 still closed below, but I'm not liking this price action too much. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of this trade. I repeat, I'm gonna get out this trade. I have no top wick on my broker as well. So I just got out at entry there. You can hold here. Oh, great. Now it's gonna go, maybe. But I would have been break even by now. I should have maybe just moved to break even. If you're not out, just move to break even. I just got out. I just don't like it, man. It's just moving very weird. I'm not seeing good volume. So if you are still in, move to break even. Don't close. Just sit at break even right now, like this. Just move your stop loss to break even and see if you can get a 1-to-1. I should have done that. But I was a little bit like, this is weird. So if I was you, since we tapped this 5, I would move to break even myself and just see what happens today with the price action. I'll tell you if I got tapped break even. I lost this trade on spread, bro. There's no way you can lose on spread, man. We literally went in heavy profit. You went in like 4 or 5 point profit. You can't lose this trade. It's not possible to lose this trade. Please. Unless you closed. Yeah, I would have been out break even anyway. So break even for me, guys. Weird price action, man. I was scared we get some sort of spike. I just don't want to be involved. I just made a safer decision. That's about it, man. Just no continuation. Nice setup, but let's see if it does play out. But I have to be safe here. If I'm seeing stuff I don't like, I don't really want to be involved. It's just the way it's moving. I'm just not seeing volume. You know? I'm not seeing volume, so I'm just gonna get out. I was rejected, looked weird, too weird to re-enter. Yeah, but that's just IC markets rejecting, man. That's what I'm saying about them right now. So yeah. Boring, but I'm playing it safe. Oh, what's this? Set and forget it will win. Yeah, it's not about it winning. It's about where my stop loss is in this type of trade. And do I really want to hold it pulling back now? Because we're coming towards the bottom of the range here. So I don't really want to be involved if it comes back. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is like an intervention, man. This is an intervention. Been a long time since we've seen an intervention, man. Man, can you imagine if I traded GJ again today and this is what it does to me? Could you imagine? Slip your stop loss and everything. Slip your stop loss and everything. Could you imagine first day back? So yeah, what's an intervention? Oh, you guys are too new, guys. You are not loyal followers of the stream. If you were back on stream 2023, you guys would have remembered Mr. GJ King here battling the days of intervention, man. If you know, you know, man. You have to be an OG. You have to be an OG. Raika should know. Tony should know. These guys OGs. So yeah, intervention basically means when the JPY currency is getting too weak. So they sell dollar reserves and they buy JPY because it's just getting too weak for them. So they do it to help strengthen. We can actually see that Jixi hasn't reacted just yet. Maybe this isn't. Maybe this is just a big player because yeah, look how weak the JPY was getting, right? See, look at the JPY here. Absolutely being thrashed. Absolutely being thrashed. Why is 6J and GJ totally opposite? 6J is an indication of Uday also speaking. Let's see if he said something maybe. Maybe it's not an intervention. Looks like an intervention, but Jixi here is not spiking. Normally we see a little spike in Jixi, right? When we get that. So Jixi is not spiking. Let's have a look. Let's have a look if he said something. Where is financial juice? We want to get a grasp of interest rates. I don't expect a big shift of the neutral rate. Was that enough to dump it maybe? Possible. Possible. A little bit of a... Exactly. There's your short squeeze, man. Actually, not a... Yeah, this is a long squeeze. Come right down here. Very interesting. Doesn't mean to buy right now, though. That could be risky. What has gold done? Gold moving down slowly but surely. Nasdaq, let's catch up on Nasdaq. Nasdaq also moving down. And DAX, what is DAX doing in this? Just still stuck, man. Wow. Still stuck. So whole market moving, but DAX just doesn't want to do anything. I'm glad I got out of that because this uncertainty would make me uncomfortable. Plus, I would be in drawdown. So it would be tough to make a decision when you're in drawdown. I might have said, hey, if something breaks this structure here or closes back in the range, I would close. I think that would have been my plan at that time. Maybe you get a Nas fake out now. Back inside the range. Send us full buys. Took anything on silver? I'm not trading silver right now. It's not a pair I trade. Nothing against it though. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Make sure you leave a like on the stream, guys. Would appreciate to get the likes up to 100. Would appreciate it. You know the drill. And subscribe so you can show up to future streams. My buddy has been in a big silver short. Yeah, I don't think that was the best idea, man. I think we should go up. This short was a turtle soup. No, I think it's more of a monkey soup here. You know, I think it was more of a monkey soup. Because we're seeing the Neanderthal come out of the market here. Turtle soup is a bit too slow for turtle soup to happen. So I think this more looks like a monkey suit here. Maybe we go down the Asian side and it's more of a bat soup. So it depends how you want to play it today. So we'll see what happens. This guy is 100% an ICT trader. I know you're an ICT trader because you've been talking about filling people's gaps, how to fill men's gaps. You were talking about an inverse gaps as well, so you get your gap fill as well. Can't keep a straight face, wait. So you're talking about inverse fair value gaps, so you talk about your gaps being filled. Then you're talking about turtle soup now. And, you know, so all weird things you're eating right now. So the number one thing I'd recommend for health reasons at this point, if you're going to follow these methods in the market, is to make sure to test your testosterone levels. Because with these type of actions that are taking place, you need to make sure that you're testing your testosterone levels, because we want a healthy testosterone level for you, man. I want you to be healthy, bro. I even said it, guys. So we have confirmation here. We have confirmation. Just in case everyone wants to understand. Yes, I'm an ICT trader. What is your test level? Your bitch said it was pretty good, so I'll take that consideration as it was enough. Man, today full no Friday, no break. Only joking, man. Please don't cry. Mine is good too. I got it tested once. Good. That's what you need. All right, let's see what happened to DAX here. We need to keep an eye. Oh, it tried again. And now it's retracing one more time back to where it started. Yeah, I just, you know, it's very complicated trade. This keeps going in drawdown profit. I want to see if it eventually plays out and use this as information. But so far, it's not impressing me. My test level is high, lows, SMT, inverse fair value gap, and breaker blocks. Ball breakers, huh? Definitely sounds like something that you would be involved. But hey, man, if it works for you, keep on doing it, man. I ain't here to judge. I ain't here to judge. If it works for you, you know, keep on doing it. What if it worked for him? Exactly, man. If it works for him, if it's what he's good at, then don't change a thing. But that doesn't mean we can't have some fun, right? Bro just judged the whole existence, then says I'm not here to judge. I didn't judge. I commented. There's a difference. Three minutes, are you ready? Bro, what's happening in 3 minutes? He's asking me if I'm ready in 3 minutes. Bro, I hope it's nothing sus, man. He said, you know, 3 minutes. You know? Oh, London Open. Relax, relax, guys. Relax. Nothing. I got a bit carried away. I just realized it's London Open, guys. London Open. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's see what Naz is doing here. Let's see what happened to DAX. Oof, DAX still retracing, man. I'm glad I got out, actually. Now I'm, like, happy with that. This is still above this previous here, so this fakes out back in the range. Wonder if we can buy straight on Naz here. London Open, Kill Zone, Silver Bullet, Macro first presented, NFVJ. Man, what is an N? I know inverse fair value gap, I know fair value gap, but what is an NFVJ? Because what's in my head right now is going to get me banned. That's for sure. I'm going to have bigger problems. You know? So maybe we should just change subject here. I think that would be a smarter idea at this point, because... what is an NFVG? Alright, so we close below here. No top wick on the open. DAX, oh, now DAX finally plays out on the open, but it's very risky to hold during open, guys. Huh? So don't consider this as a, hey, this was an easy trade. By all means, holding during open is very risky, because this thing can spike up, especially with a break of structure. You know how scared I would have been? I think I would have closed before the open here. I'll be like, shit, this could just smash my stop loss. See what happened to gold here. Nothing much on gold for open. Coming back to the bottom of the range though. So it is coming back to an attractive price to maybe do something in the next hour or something. What's an NFVJ? I'm trying to find out as well, man. I'm trying to find out as well. Negative fair value gap? Yeah, probably, if we had to be serious. Nas is selling? Yeah, no top wick though, selling for now. So we could look to buy from here. There's something more hype than this one, man. What is this? Gold is not correlated to Dixie anymore now. It's not always correlated, man. So sometimes it will be correlated, sometimes it won't. And it depends on what gold is being moved by. Is it being moved by geopolitical tensions? We had a webinar this week. If you go to the group and you watch that webinar, we talked about how fundamentals can affect trading, right? So if you go to content library, you'll see here. This webinar here, fundamentals in trading. Be great to get an email when you release new content in the Discord group, but if you have your Discord notifications on and you go to the group and you right click it and you type add mentions, you can see like server settings and put here only mentions, you see? Only mentions, then I notify the whole group. So that's what you need to do. So when I sent this, I put a notification, right? And I put a notification here at everyone. So that would have notified you. Bit more efficient than an email. Right, and every week we're updating, and you can have a look at this here every week. You can see every week we're posting something. Bro, when I backtest US30, it doesn't even care about resistances and support. It's just going, I need to drop 1 minute, 5 minute. It's not a lie, man. There is a technique to trade US30, which sometimes you can reduce your resistances and supports and ignore some of them. It's part of our strategy we have. The problem is I get hundreds of notifications in the Discords, so I don't have them. But you can only turn it on for my server only. You can pick only my server. Or you can make an effort and check it once a week, because that's when we normally put stuff in there. It's called content library. So anytime you can be like, hey, let me see some new content that's been uploaded, you know? You know what, guys? I'm gonna call it, man. I don't like market conditions right now. I'm gonna call it. I don't like market conditions. Stuff is ranging. Feel like if I force something right now, I'm gonna lose money. It could come a little bit later, but I don't want to be sitting here watching paint dry, and then we, you know, I just get cooked. So what I'll be looking for though is if we can see Nasdaq get some volume and maybe start to break back above 587, potential buys with a 15-minute candle close back inside the range. 8 minutes for that. Gold, it's coming down towards my zone. So the more it comes down, the better. But I want to see changes of structure, and we don't have a change of structure till up here, which is too late. So maybe we can come down a little bit lower. Otherwise, I think it's just going to range in here and be pretty boring. Apart from that, if we're looking at DAX here, DAX as well could look to buy up from here. If we get 15-minute candle close above, could start to bounce here. This is technically almost bottom of range. It's kind of similar to what gold is doing right now. But at the same time, we could also pop up a little bit, then reject and continue some downside. That's just the problem with range trading, right? That's the problem with range trading. So we want to be careful. And that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. So appreciate you all showing up, and thanks for watching the stream on YouTube. I'll catch you guys hopefully next week. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys now in the exclusive group. And yeah, appreciate you all. Hopefully see you next week. Watch this week's video, enjoy it, leave a like. Every Sunday we're posting videos. Make sure to make an effort, have a look, and yeah, appreciate you all. Take care and peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.